Good evening. My name is President Obonjo of Laughter Republic.
It is time. It is time to have that fucking conversation. Because, what are we doing? What are we fucking doing? Watching genocide happen again? Because before we had at least an excuse that we didn't have social media and most of us weren't fucking alive. So, now that we have social media and we're spreading awareness, that's absolutely beautiful. Spread more awareness because we are finally making heads turn and see the fucking reality of what our government has been doing to our people. And that is, we'll get into that later. But let's just start off with Palestine and the Congo, because do you realize how many people have died in the last 3 months? More people have died in the last 3 months from just Gaza and Palestine alone than a war that lasted for 6 months. Do you realize that they have bombed hospitals, bakeries? They no longer have shelter. They are bombing the exit routes that they tell them and give them to go to, herd them all in the same area and bomb them again. Do you realize that? Do you realize that you're supporting genocide if you go and buy a Starbucks drink or a fucking McGriddle? And the fact that some of you know that and still are willing to buy and give into that corporation. And those of you that are not doing that, congratulations. But let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're doing enough just because you're not buying a Frappuccino or a McGriddle in the morning? I don't think so, because yes, is that a good start to shut down those companies? Abso-fucking-lutely. But guess what? There's still BlackRock that owns everything, and I guarantee you, no matter where you shop or what you do, your money, either way, goes in the hands of the fucking government because of your job, and they take those taxes, and they take them without your consent, and they put them in a war fund that you didn't consent to either. And you probably didn't even realize you were doing it for the past 70 fucking years. But you know what? Let's start asking the real fucking questions. Let's ask what we're gonna fucking do, because genuinely, I don't think this is gonna end until the rich stop getting fucking richer. Do you agree? Because I do. I don't think that this is gonna end until the economy fucking stops. Because we are so fucking scared that they are going to make us homeless, and they are going to make us starve, and they are going to make us die in the streets. But guess what, honey? That's where we're headed anyways. Do you realize the percentage of people and the statistics that are up right now? More than half the country, more than 75% actually, is just less than one paycheck away from being on the streets. Do you realize that that's not just single income homes? That's double income homes with families, people that break their backs for over 40 hours a week, every week, and don't take sick days, and don't take paid vacations. They actually work themselves to the fucking bone. I have genuinely been in a warehouse where there are 70-year-olds still working in the warehouse, actual physical labor, and they are just absolutely broken. They just don't, they're absolutely, their bodies, their minds, their spirits are broken. They are like robots, and that is so fucking sad, because they take our fucking shit, no matter how old, no matter how young. They take advantage of every single minority in this country, and I guarantee you, if you think that the Congo or Palestine or Gaza is the only place that a genocide could happen, you're absolutely dead wrong, because I guarantee in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see one in every country for at least one minority. And if you think it won't happen to you, you're dead fucking wrong. You are dead fucking wrong. So what do we do? Because personally, I remember sitting in a history class in my generation, and there'd be a class full of kids asking how the fuck we watched genocide happen, and how we took this land from Native Americans that deserved this land because they were here, and we absolutely destroyed their culture and put their children in schools and called them savages, even though they are more humane than any of us, because we are colonizers. And that is disgusting, that we can just watch this happen all over again, yet be in a class less than 5 years ago asking how the fuck we watched this happen. Less than a fucking century ago. Less than a century ago. Do you realize that? That is absolutely insane. So what are we going to do? I suggest we stop the fucking economy with a full blackout boycott. No work, no school, no paying bills, no groceries, no going out, no watching Netflix, no watching anything that's a streaming service that gives any money to any company. You sit on your ass, you stay at home, you talk to your family in person, or read a fucking book. Because people boycotting a Starbucks is not gonna end this. If you think it is, you're dead fucking wrong. And I'm waiting for more and more people to wake up and realize that you are not alone. Because you know what this country wants to do? They want us to think that we're alone. And the reason why our government has so much power against us is because they know that we have the power to overthrow them and to take control. They know it. They're scared. They see how aware we're becoming of their bullshittery over the, entire beginning, since the beginning of this country. And before that. But you know what? There is nothing stronger than a united front. Because what are they going to do to us if we all stand up? If we all boycott? And I'm not just talking the U.S. I'm talking all fucking continents. If you feel misled or you don't trust your government, or you feel unheard, or you feel unsafe in your country because they are not giving you the human rights that you deserve, because we are not just fighting one fucking fight right now. We are not just fighting one genocide. We are not just fighting for the people in Congo that literally are being enslaved, by the way, because they have the richest they have the richest goods, and we steal from them. And they don't get any of that they don't get any of it. They don't get any of it. You know what they do? They get enslaved and live in absolute agony. And you know what? They don't even realize how different our reality is from day to day. How we get to literally take a slice of bread for granted. A slice of bread every single time that you can get out your little Wonder Bread out of your box, okay? I want you to think that some child died without a piece of bread. A piece of bread. They have bombed bakeries. Do you realize how important bread and wheat are? Do you realize that? So pick a date, people. Pick a fucking day, because they are numbered. They are absolutely numbered. And I can't believe it's taken this long. I really can't. It's absolutely astronomically unbelievable how it has taken us this long in this generation, with so many awakened people and young people that understand the cause and effects of what this country's been doing to minorities and just people that want to live. Look at how many rights they've taken away from you just this year in our country. You don't think it's coming for you? It's coming, and it's not going to stop until we stop it. So what are we going to do, people? Please answer, because nobody else is. We're all just talking about it. We're all just talking. We're not planning. We're not executing. Let's execute this shit, because we are going to die if we don't. You're not alone. So let's stand together.